beautiful people out there. It's Amy, aka Dreadlock Mama. I am doing a 13-week update for you. I think actually now I'm in my 14th week. By the time this gets uploaded and you guys will get to see it, I did go ahead and film a full day of eating for you. It's kind of a non-typical day of eating though, so I think I'm gonna film what I'm gonna eat today for you also. So far what I've had is one of the birthday cake protein bars that you'll see in my first full day of eating. I got a chocolate kind of the same brand. It was like a chocolate caramel crunch, and I thought, oh, I'm gonna love this, but it actually upsets my stomach a little bit. I don't know why. It must be something that they put in the chocolate when they make it. But the birthday cake kind is really good. It's a pure protein bar. It is 20 grams of protein, 3 grams of sugars, and 200 calories. What I decided to do, because I really need to fit 2 of them in a day to get my protein count up where I need it to be, since I'm still only on 3 ounces of food per meal. I decided to have one for breakfast and then one later on in the evening for a snack. That way I'm not pushing my calorie count up too high. Sorry, I'm gonna pass this person right now, so you might hear the rumble strip on the highway. Yeah, so I don't want to get my calorie count up too high. Before I get too much farther into this, I better give you my stats. I always forget to do that. I started my program back in July of 2017. I started out a little bit over 300 pounds. I lost 30 pounds before surgery, or actually it'd be closer to 35 pounds or so before surgery. On the day of surgery, I weighed in at 274. That was March the 12th of 2018 at St. Vincent's Bariatric Center of Excellence with Dr. Christopher Evanson in Indianapolis, Indiana. So I weighed in at 274 on the day of surgery, and then today I weighed in at 209. Woo! I am going to finish, like I said, filming a full day of eating for you and show you what I have for lunch. I still haven't had lunch yet, and it's getting pretty late in the day, but I had a really long meeting today. But the other thing that I want to talk to you about really quickly for this update was that I've noticed a lot of girls, I say girls because I'm 41 years old. I think I told you guys I was 42 the other day. That's what happens when you get old. Anyways, you just kind of lose track. You don't care anymore. I am actually 41, but so I was watching some of the gals on YouTube, and I noticed that a lot of them were saying things like, oh, I can eat this, and so I'm gonna have this for lunch, or I realized that I can actually fit in a full serving of this, so I'm gonna have this. And they were things that they really aren't supposed to be eating at this point. As far as I understand, I know everybody's program is different, or there were servings that were really large for this point in their weight loss. And so I just want to caution you at that. I know that we want to listen to our body, right? But just because you can tolerate something doesn't mean you should be having it right now. Just because you can fit in a full serving of this or that doesn't mean you should. So I want you to be really careful about that. Like I said, everybody's weight loss program is different, what their physician and nutritionist wants them to do. And so when you're watching YouTube, even when you're watching me, okay, watching my full day of eating, if your doctor has said don't do that yet, don't do it. Follow what they tell you. There's a reason why they tell you to do what they tell you to do. And it's so that you can maximize your weight loss. I just want you to be really careful about that. I see a lot of people eating and drinking things that I was like strongly cautioned against. And so I want you to be successful. I personally want to be successful, and that's why, like, the instructions that I have from my nutritionist, they sit right next to where I sit on the couch. That way I can constantly refer back to them if I need to, and it doesn't matter what I can tolerate and what I can't. In fact, I don't even know what I can tolerate and what I can't, because I don't try it until I'm allowed to try it. So it's just like with the protein bar the other day. I've been allowed to eat protein bars for a while now, but I was just hesitant about it. I thought that they would have a lot more calories and carbs than the drinks, and I was mistaken on that. But I'm being really cautious, and I think that you really should err on the side of caution. You want to make your life pleasurable and enjoyable. You don't want to go so extreme that you hate your life and you hate this program. That's not what I'm saying. But you know, our bad habits are what got us into this place in the first place. So we have to change our way of thinking, and constantly cheating and constantly treating ourselves to things that we're not supposed to have. It's gonna just basically completely derail us. So anyways, that's just my little piece of caution for this update. I will get off of here now because I know I'll have quite a bit of footage to tack on here since I'm going to do a couple days of eating for you guys. So I love you guys, and I hope you're doing well. I know a few of you have just had surgery recently, so I hope you're doing good. Make sure that you comment on this video and let me know how you're doing, because I've been thinking about you and thinking about how things are going for you. And I think that's it for now, guys. I'll see you in a minute. Hi guys, I'm coming to you in my pajamas from my bedroom on my bed with my halfway on, halfway off makeup that I didn't wash off last night, looking super fresh. Anyways, I never eat in my bedroom, but for some reason I thought I'd really like to show them what I'm eating right now, because one thing that I do is I don't conform to, I follow the guidelines of what I'm supposed to be eating as a bariatric patient. I always do that because I want to maximize my weight loss and I don't want to hurt myself. But I don't conform to what you would consider breakfast food a lot of times because we are kind of limited. We're not really supposed to be consuming a lot of like sausage and bacon. Excuse the dust all over everything in the background. Anyways, we're not really supposed to be consuming a lot of processed meats like that. And so anyways, I just kind of get tired of eggs. I can have cereal at this point, like whole grain cereals, but they can't be sweetened with anything except for like stevia or Splenda or whatever artificial sweeteners. And I just don't really like cereal like that. So anyways, I could be probably doing more oatmeal, but again, it has to be artificially sweetened. It just doesn't appeal to me. So most of the time for breakfast, I just grab out whatever I've got in the fridge that sounds good. And so I'm going to kind of show you what I'm eating. If I can turn this around, hold on just a second. So this is actually these are just leftovers from last night. It looks like a lot. It's actually very shallow. There's just a tiny layer of shredded up iceberg lettuce right there, and this is only a half of a small chicken breast. I made this up last night and ate part of it last night. You can see it's got some green bell pepper in it, a little bit of sour cream. I've got a tiny bit of a like really mild picante salsa on there. There's some taco seasoning in the meat. I love fajita seasoning, but I didn't have any, so it's just regular old taco seasoning in the meat. So I just sauteed up the chicken with the bell peppers, because one of my favorite things on this planet is fajitas. And so kind of get that fajita flavor and put it over a little bit of iceberg lettuce. I'm sure I won't be able to eat this whole thing, but anyways, it'll be really yummy. And yeah, my stomach can handle the spice. So I love spicy food. I'm really glad that I can handle the spice. It's not super spicy though. Okay, so I totally forgot to pack my lunch like a big dork, and so I ended up having to get food while I was out, and I wanted to show you what I ended up getting, because I really don't like to get fast food unless I absolutely have to. And like I told you, with the salads, it's hard because there's no way, you know, I'm gonna be able to eat the whole salad, and if I'm gonna be out for very long and then the salad gets gross, and Sorry. My son's driving in the parking lot and people are like running out in front of us. Anyways, so I did break down and I went ahead and got a salad because we're going to be home here pretty soon. We've just got a few more errands to run. So I ended up getting the Southwest salad from McDonald's. And if you've not seen that before, it's actually a really good one. I'll show it to you. Hold on just a second. So I don't know if you can tell, but I've already eaten part of it. Of course, it's a very little part of it that I've eaten. It does come with those little crunchy chips in there. There's not very many usually though, so I just kind of pick around those. Other than that, it has some cheese. It's got, of course, got that nice sized piece of chicken. And that's with me already eating part of that chicken. It's still got a nice big chicken breast usually in there that's been kind of marinated. It almost looks like on camera like it's breaded, but it's not. That's the grilled chicken. It's just got some nice coloring on it. It is like super salty though. I don't know if it's just because since surgery I've been kind of sensitive to that. But now whenever I eat something out, I can just tell how much salt they put in food. Anyways, it's got a little bit of like carrot shavings in with the spring mix, and it has like some black beans and a little bit of corn. I try not to eat too much of the corn. I might get a piece here and there, but I'm really not supposed to be eating that. And so my trick to try to keep it kind of fresh, because I could eat off of this for like the next 2 or 3 days, depending on how many times I eat it in a day. To keep it fresh, what I do is I put the dressing down in the lid. I just squirt a little bit of dressing in the lid and then I just dip my salad in it. So I've actually got quite a bit of this Southwest dressing still in here that I'll be able to use off and on over the next couple of days to finish out the salad. So that's what I ended up doing. You can do that in a pinch, or like I said, if you've not had very many calories for the day and you're up for it, you can always grab a cheeseburger and have them put it on lettuce only. Just watch the ketchup, because ketchup does have a lot of sugar in it and can make you dump, and you don't want to do that. So that's it, and I'll show you what I eat for supper here in just a little bit. Okay. So I've decided for supper that I'm just gonna have another portion of the McDonald's Southwest salad that I had for lunch. So I won't bore you with that since I've already showed you that salad that I ate part of for lunch. I'll just have another 3 ounces of that, because I don't think I mentioned that yet, but that's where I'm at right now. At 3 months out, I'm allowed to eat 3 ounces of food, 3 meals a day, plus a protein shake or protein supplement of some sort. So I haven't ever tried a protein bar yet. I'm hoping that I can tolerate it. I'm out of the protein powder that I usually use, which is the Vanilla Elevation protein powder from Aldi's that you can get. I think it's like 170 calories per shake, and I usually have a double protein shake, like 2 scoops a day, to make sure that I get enough protein in a day, since I'm still only eating 3 ounces of food a day. Sometimes I'll do a shake and a half now, just depending on how much meat and protein I've been able to get in during the day. So I'm going to try this protein bar instead. My husband had this. It's called Pure Protein bar. It's 20 grams of protein, so that's really good. It only has 3 grams of sugar in it. It also has Splenda in it, and 200 calories for the whole bar, which seems high, but I guess it's not that bad considering that I usually have a lot more than that with my protein shake. 5 grams of fat in it. Total carbohydrates for the whole bar is 18 grams. So the stats on it don't look too bad. I just hope I can tolerate it. I'll let you guys know how I do with it. I read through the ingredients list. It's a long ingredients list. I hate eating things that have such a long ingredients list, because I'm really trying to watch what I put into my body. But we'll see how I do with it. I'll let you guys know at the end of the night. And then I might film a little bit more as I sit and try to get the rest of my water in for the evening. Okay, guys, so I'm sorry for this lighting. I'm sitting in my living room, and it's evening time. My husband's already went to bed because he gets up at 4 a.m. My kids actually had to run out, and my boys had to run out and take my daughter something over to her work, and so I'm sitting in here all by myself with just my lamp on, and I'm just kind of cozy, so it's really dark in here. But I told you I would let you know how it went with the protein bar, and holy crap, I'm so excited. I even saved half of it. It was that good because I didn't want to eat it all at once. It's birthday cake flavor, like I said, 20 grams of protein. But anyways, it only had 3 grams of sugar in it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it because it doesn't taste like Splenda. It doesn't taste fake. And so it really tastes like dessert. I'm freaking out over it. Like, it was so, I guess it's because it's been like months since I've had anything that even tastes like dessert. So it was like having a donut to me. It was so good. Okay, guys, so I finally sat down to have my lunch. Like I said, for breakfast, I had a pure protein bar, birthday cake flavored. That was my breakfast. And then this is my lunch. I'm going to do a Fit and Active light string cheese. I've got some roasted, salted pumpkin seeds here that I told you guys about that I love because to me they taste like popcorn. And I've got a couple of dried prunes to keep the whole bathroom action going. So this will be my lunch. My dad, I don't know that I'll be able to eat all of this. I think this is just slightly over 3 ounces that I've got sitting here. These Fit and Active light string cheeses are smaller than a normal string cheese, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Anyways, here in just a little bit, I'm getting ready to go to my dad's 60th birthday party, and I will show you the selection of food that's there and show you what I decide to eat out of that, because I think that's important too, that you realize that you're going to go to different venues and you're going to have to make those choices sometimes unless you want to always bring your food with you. So I'll see you guys here in just a minute. Okay, guys, so it was so noisy in there that I decided to just do a video of my food and do a voiceover. They had pulled venison, kind of like pulled pork, but pulled venison with barbecue sauce. But my mom was smart enough to save me some out without barbecue sauce on it. And I just put some spicy mustard on it, which was really good. I try to stay away from white potatoes, but I did have just a tiny bit of her potato salad that she made. She actually made that with red potatoes with the skin still left on. It's got egg in there, a little bit of mayo, pickle, and onion, I believe. Then I had a dill pickle spear and some spicy hummus. As you can see, I wasn't able to eat all of it, even though it was really good. That pulled venison was really good with just that spicy mustard on it, and I didn't have to have all that sugar from the barbecue sauce. So I ended up wrapping up my night after that with the pure protein bar that I've been raving about in birthday cake flavor. It was excellent, and that's how I ended my full day of eating. So I'll see you guys again next week with my next update.